It's the future of no more suits right here. Say no more suits.
No more suits.
No more suits. That's my son. So, y'all know we got an archives, you know what I mean, on Instagram, Daryl Q Slade Archives. You know what I mean? And we got, No More Suits Publishing Co. YouTube, you know what I mean? So what we doing is we doing ongoing research on this Providencia right here. You know what I mean? This is what you would call, they called it Wachovia. You know what I'm saying? They called it, what they say, the proprietor was Zindendorf from Germany. I just spoke with my uncle. Him and his wife just got back from Germany. You know what I mean? So I was gonna bring my J. Rogers Nation No color line. You know what I mean? Because it talks about who the Germans were, who the Scots were, the English. So I'm coming out here today for a purpose. They got this historical marker over there. We're gonna go and talk about it in a second. But I'm gonna talk to you. Mickey. We've been studying these Carolinas and the Moravians, right? Like who was Lord? You got to look up Lord Granville because this was his track to his estate. You know what I'm saying? It was 8 proprietors that King Charles assigned this Providencia to Carolina. Signorium, Dominiorium. That's Latin for the Carolina. The Carolina's Dominion. That means north and south. So north and south. He's from South Carolina, along the 36th parallel, line with High Point. Did you know that Charleston and High Point is both on the 36th? I'm at the 80th meridian, not the 36th parallel. The 36th parallel is Carolina, where we are now. You see what I'm saying? So this is all, before it was their state, it was our state. So my theory that we cracking is the crown, was that just here? Was it here? And they said that they was controlling it from over there, England. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna talk about the Moors. Like I said, I should have brought J. Rogers because you'll see all the family shields. Come on, let me fix your glasses. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. So this is just content, man. I'm a content creator. I'm an author. This is research for the books that we write in the future. You know what I'm saying? And for anybody who want to write books, you got to have bibliographies. That's one of the biggest lessons that I learned as an author. You know what I'm saying? And it shows in our, in our catalog. We got books with bibliographies. 1975, A Tale of Two Cities. So we got book consultations. You can book consultations. We tell you about how you can put your book in a trust and how those royalties go into the trust. We could talk to you about how you can put your books in foreign trusts. Come on, son. So this is what I wanted to read to y'all. All right? I've been meaning to get up here too to read this, but I'm gonna read it to you today. You see what I'm saying? Peep the name of the mountains. Raven's Knob. We used to go to Raven's Knob as a boy. I was a Boy Scout, Pack 900. You know what I'm saying? All my Carolina youngins, you know what I'm saying? The Cubs and shit, Said we was the Cubs. That means we was the Lions. All right, let me read this to you. It said in the 1750s, European settlers began in the 1750s, okay? They said slavery started 1619, right? This says 1750. I'm going to interpret this to you. We're going to break this down. 1750s. You know what I mean? European settlers. When was Jamestown founded? When was the Virginia Company? Wasn't that 1607? You know what I'm saying? European settlers began to arrive in the Yadkin Valley. Look, this is what it's telling you. Not from coastal ports. Not from the coastal ports. So that right there just cancel out the slavery myth that they've been selling us all this time. How they didn't come from the coastal ports, but by traveling down the Blue Ridge and what was known as the Great Wagon Road. 1750s, that was right before Dragon Canoe left North Carolina and went into Tennessee. Was Dragon Canoe and Tecumseh really, you know what I'm saying, Bobby Seale and Tecumseh was you know what I'm saying, Fred Hampton? You seen what Pac said? It's right there. They was scared of him. All right, look, I'm just reading to you what this is saying. But think about that. Who was the Black Panthers? The Great Wagon Road by European immigrants, not British royals, but immigrants. We got to put things in proper perspective. You know what I'm saying? How would they have slave owners if they was immigrants? How could they buy slaves if they was immigrants? Or the Warrior's Path by American Indians. The Warrior's Path is the Great Wagon Road. What's that? Right here, the ant?
No, it's right here.
Yeah, that's an ant. Say ant.
Ant.
Yeah. They arrived in northwest Piedmont of North Carolina after the most desirable land in Pennsylvania and Maryland was taken. Our religious divisions in the northern colonies drove them to relocate. The road was barely more than a rut in places, and in some cases, entire wagons had to be disassembled and carried up and down steep slopes of the Blue Ridge escarpment. So like on the previous video, when you see me talking to the guy with the goats, he literally told you that the American Indians, had it not been for us being here, he tried to talk in codes by saying it was buffalo, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, had it not been for them, we wouldn't have survived. Look out at the mountains before you and imagine undertaking such a feat today. It says that European immigrants marked their entry into North Carolina at the point where Pallet Mountain was visible. So we talking about Habakkuk 2 verses 1 through 3. And arrived to find a land cleared by Indian fields, but very few inhabitants. You know what they say, less is more. Less is more. Historical records indicate that disease introduced by Spanish explorers and intertribal warfare contributed to depopulation. Since local tribes such as the Sahar or the Sahara and the Talito left no written records. That's what they're saying. That's why you got to know your history. Their tale was told after interactions with the first Spanish, then the English, Scot-Irish, Germans, immigrants. That's what the guy said he was, Scot-Irish. You know what I'm saying? But we're the Scots. We're the Irish. We're the Germans. We're the Angloans settled in this part of North Carolina, while landmarks such as the Sarathow Mountains bear Indian names. American Indian settlements were predominantly along major streams. I'm taking you to the streams and the rivers and the creeks where inhabitants could use spring floods to keep their fields clear for planting. I'm showing you me planting. We're doing this, everything they're talking about today. When Moravian immigrants arrived in Pennsylvania, look what we're talking about. Look, who did I tell you that Charles put in the trust to be a beneficiary? Lord Granville sold them these cleared lands that extended along the north side of the Yadkin River all the way to present day Wilkesboro. Aren't they about to open that Wilkesboro racetrack back up? Look, man. So Lord Granville, he got the charter from Charles. We talking Charles II or Charter II? Native wildlife such as bison and elk and frequent wildfire kept much of these areas open grassland. This is talking about Shalom. You know what I'm saying? Now think about it. Look at look at real estate. Real estate, Jen. Look at real estate from a religious standpoint. So since the times of Abraham, and they say that this is where Noah came. You know what I'm saying? They said this is literally the lands where Noah landed on. In fact, we're standing on top of the place where they said Noah landed. And so when he landed, he found land. You see what I'm saying? So they came here to escape. You know what I'm saying? But Noah came here by being obedient. Isn't that what was written? And he said preserve. You know what I'm saying? 2 and 2. That's talking about the mother and the father. And put it on the ark, or we just talking about a storehouse. So that, what did it say? It said that no written records. Native wildlife such as bison, elk, and frequent wildfire kept much of these areas open, looking much different than what you see today. I'm gonna read all of this to you. Looking through the northwest, you see where the Blue Ridge Mountains begin to rise. This reminds me of when I was a kid and I would be at my mama's salon, just, you know, like how my son is right now. Like, my mom did hair, she had her own salon, you know what I mean? And I'd just be playing while she's twisting hair, you know what I mean? It says, looking to the northwest, you'll see where the Blue Ridge Mountains begin to rise above the Piedmont. Now, we know in the Tennessee State Constitution, that ridge that they talk, the Blue Ridge Mountains, that's what they refer to in the Tennessee State Constitution, 1796, right? As the Unakas. The Unakas.
That's ice cream right here.
Yeah?
Yeah, ice cream.
Ice cream, you see?
Yeah.
Namaste. Namaste. So it says that the ridges, okay, this is known, Namaste is peace in Indian. We talking about the Indian, we talking about India Superior. This is known as the Blue Ridge Escarpment. The name Blue Ridge comes from the bluish color of the mountains when they're seen from a distance. Y'all can't really see them now because of the clouds, but they out yonder. That's the Unakas. That's what separates Tennessee from North Carolina. In present day, in ancient times, before 1796, we also had the lands over the Unakas too. You feel what I'm saying? The Carolinas. It says, at this point, North Carolina, it says the ridges are seen from this point are in North Carolina, Virginia, and the Virgin. The North Carolina-Virginia state line crosses near the top of Fisher's Peak. Okay, that's Fisher's Peak right there. Fisher's Peak. This is education right now. We're talking education. Fisher's Peak is the top of it. So is that the top? That's the end of the Unakas. You feel what I'm saying? So when we were plotting these state lines and stuff like that, we were going off of geography. Along the Blue Ridge runs the famous Blue Ridge Parkway, covering 469 miles from the Great Smoky Mountain National Park in North Carolina to the Sedona, which is a part of what they say the Warrior Path or the Great Wagon Road. That's the major part of it, the Sedona. And Shenandoah, I might be saying it wrong, but Sedona is just how my natural tongue says it. In Virginia, the parkway is a scenic byway and managed by the National Park Service. Construction of the parkway began on September the 11th, 1935. Listen, my grandmother was literally born a day after that. A day after that. In Cumberland Knob, North Carolina. Pallet Mountain was also known as what? It was also known as what? Hey, I want everybody to go to 432 The Drop Radio and go to the Prester John series that's in the playlist, in his playlist, and go to 119. 432 The Drop Radio, man. You know what I'm saying? Type in Pilot Mountain 119. 432 The Drop. Just type it in. You see what they called home? I don't see Winston. I don't see Winston.
Okay.
I see Shalom.
I see Shalom.
Yeah, you see Shalom?
Yeah.
Ah,
Shalom Lake.
Shalom Lake. I see Jones. Oh my God. So the Jones was in Shalom. We talking about Bethany. Are we saying Bethania? Bathabra or Barber? Wonderful Ethiopians. It says, look, Pilot Mountain was also known as Mount Ararat when this map was created in 1770. 1770.
Okay.
And it said they got here when? 1750. What did God tell you? 1753. But I thought slavery started in 1619. Ain't that what they say, the 1619 project? So who was slaving us? So, you know what I mean. We gotta kill the talk of this white supremacy thing, because it's a myth. That's a played out myth. You gotta understand that the age of Pisces is about illusions. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you know, I done been in slums. I done been through the slums of this country, dog. And there's slums filled with what y'all call the white man, and there's slums filled with what y'all call the black people. And the slums of the white man, they going through the same shit that what you call the black struggle. You know what I'm saying? They got court cases just like how we got court cases. You know what I mean? They got eviction notices just like how we got eviction notices. You know what I mean? So where the white supremacy at? You know what I mean? Like I told the guy, I was like, you got white slaves, you got black slaves. Either way, it ain't right, bro. You know what I mean? We talking about Proverbs 22 verses 26 and 7. Look at those rocks. Guys, I need you to stay close to me, my son. Hold my hand. Hello. Say hi, Nancy. So yeah, they say this is where Noah went. Say Noah. They said this was Mount. Matter of fact, that's not what they say. That's what the Bible say. Is it Genesis 4 and 8? You know what I mean? He said build an ark. In other words, build a trust. Look at that. Carlos Jones. 1975, man. This site possesses the exceptional value of an illustration of the nation's natural heritage and contributes to a better understanding of man's environment. Wow. This is right here, man. This is home. This is home. Like, this is my birthright. And so, like, that's what I want to talk about. All these scholars and stuff, you know, I see them, I hear them debating and all that. They be going to Africa. Come here, Nas. They be going to Africa. And we love Africa. You know what I'm saying? We love Africa. But where's the scholars that's doing the research and this groundwork and these ground studies on their homelands? It's people from all over the world that be coming here. But we be taking flight over there while they coming over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why they took gold off of the standard. Because we was shipping gold out and not preserving our gold. You feel what I'm saying? Gold supposed to, you know, like, yeah, you supposed to go out and see the world. You know what I mean? But you gotta go to the world as a diplomat. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go see the world in the form of as a diplomat. Oh my God, man. Oh my God. But ain't this the world? Is this not the world? We be going to learn everybody else's culture, but we don't know ours. Who are you? Oh, I'm black. I'm just black. Where you from? You know what I mean? Winston-Salem. What is Winston-Salem? You tell them you from Shalom. Shalom Lake. You know what I mean? Up there near Mount Ararat. You tell them that. They're gonna be like, oh, you're the duck. Turkodon. I got a poem called Turkodon. I also got a poem called... Come on, it's all right, Nasir. It's okay. I got you, buddy. This is fun work. This is what we do. Like, this is how books is written. You know what I mean? So you got proof that our books is really researched. Well, thoroughly researched. You know what I mean? We up here. Is this where Moses came, Nas?
Yeah.
He loves Moses. He read the ancient books of Jashir, the original version that was transferred from Hebrew. Look at all of these herbs. Come this way, son. See that eagle? Come on. Come on. Come here, Nasir. I need you to listen at this point. I need you to listen because we're up high. Come here. This is fatherhood.
No.
You got to keep your eye on your children. Wow. See that American eagle? See that American eagle? You know what I mean? We just talking Scorpio. We talking about the new world order. So why isn't that we don't have any quote unquote black scholars that study in the Carolinas? You know what I mean? Shout out to 432 The Drop. 432 The Drop can't be, you know what I'm saying, categorized. He's just water. Look at that. You see the eagles? You see, look at them, man. We talking about the origin of, is this the origin of human creation? You know what I'm saying? Did Noah come from another ship? You know? Did he come from another ship, from another plane, another planet, and landed up here to bring humanity here? We just talking interstellar, ain't we? Nas, be careful. Don't get from back from that close. You understand what I'm telling you? Come on. Come on. Come on. Let me go. It's biblical. This is literally biblical lands. So I just really wanted to emphasize that point. Come on, Nasir. Come on, come down. With that black-white thing, like the white supremacy and with our names. You know what I'm saying? Like our names, like, man, our names is the most powerful thing in the world. Mine is, you know what I mean? Like, oh, the slave master gave us these names. Man, hell no, my mama gave me this name. You know? By birth. Your name is a reference point. No? So, come on. So, you know what I mean? Your heritage. We got records going back to 1655 on the record. Won't no Europeans here in 1655. See what I'm I'm saying? No, be careful now. You can't go up there, okay? I don't want you to go that close. That's the Ararat Mountains right there. People from all over the world come here. We gotta study home, man. Come on. This is home. This is our home, man. It's breathtaking. Come here, Nas. Back up. Get down. It's all our territory. All of this is our territory. So yeah, Lord Granville sold your estate. The Wachovia estate. You know what I mean? So that's the top. Let me show y'all real quick. This is what they call in Africa the Haru Amaketi. The Haru Amaketi. Come on. Don't go over there. Don't do that. So that would be like the face, or the Sphinx is what y'all would call it. And then this the ridge right here. And the gap in between. So this would be like the spine of the lion. You see it's pointing that way. So it's pointing towards Shalom. Looking out towards Shalom. You know what I mean? Long live Tay, man. Long live Tay, long live Jig. This the city of kings over there. You know what I mean? Long live Lee. You know what I mean? Long live the matriarchs. You know what I mean? My grandma Viola, I had a dream about her last night. You know what I mean? I just want to document it. Whenever you have a dream, you got to talk about your dream and document it. Whether you write it down, record it. You know what I mean? It's the city of kings, bro. Shalom. We talking Melchizedek. So was Melchizedek the king of this Lord Granville's estate? Are those the 3 pyramids? We just talking about the belt of Orion, right? So that's the belt of Orion. Would this be the dog? Would this be Sirius dog? And that's the brightest star. Man, you know we can go up to the top. You see those trails? I'll probably do that when Nas gets older. Yeah, man. Mount Ararat. Mount Ararat. Come on, son. Come on, buddy. Let's come on. I got it. Let me come down first. Now you go. I got you. Oh, yeah. All right. Come on. Come on. So yeah, like, you know, with the names, you know, this view really calmed me, yo. Cause I be getting heated trying to well, I don't explain it to people, but just hearing we just think that slave, like with my last name, you know what I mean? Slave, that's a royal family. Slave is a royal family. And these areas, you know, the sun came up here. Today is the 16th day of May, 2023. Anio Domini. So I gotta go take you. They literally told you. That's what they wrote on their little historical marker. That's what literally I spoke with a living descendant. You know what I mean? Because we've been in America, but it said the European settlers didn't get here until 1750. Okay, like we was minding our business, and then you had Francis Bacon and the Soto and all them exchanging, selling information. You see what I'm saying? Like we just be looking at it like they're selling the land. What about the information? And so before that, you know what I'm saying? Before Columbus, right? Before Abel in Spain, right? We was minding our own business, literally. We was still shipping out. We still had our distribution routes. We was taking care of our families. We was recording and documenting history. That's nothing new. We was writing poems. You know what I mean? If you go look on our page, Wonderful Ethiopians, we got some drop on chapter 10 in Wonderful Ethiopians, Rich Arabian Literature, you know? We talking about the Arabian Nights. We got the Arabian Nights in our library. Okay, be careful, son. Come here. Give me your hand. I'm proud of you. You literally climbed to the top today. Come on, let's go this way. You know what I mean? Like, we've been here, bro. Spirit, like, and everybody wasn't doing business. Like, because we didn't have to do business if we had land and food. You know what I mean? And hunters. We was good. This is the land of abundance. You know what I mean? By the way, KRS-One is going to be a Yadkin, the land of abundance in Yadkin County on June 4th. You know, you can check out Soul Society. You know, follow them on the ground to find out more about that. So, yeah, you know, that's just the drop today, man. I got the thing I wanted to do accomplished, which was read that statement to y'all, so y'all could literally see that's two different sources. You know what I mean? An actual descendant of what they call the Moravians now. Moravians is a nation, not a church. Moravia is a nation. Okay, and in his Ancient and Modern Brits, David McRitchie talks about from page like 49 to like 50, 60. He's going to talk to you about Moravia. He said Moor is there's many nations that bear the name Moor. Moravia, Mauritania, you know what I'm saying? Morocco, all of these Moor terms. So imagine if the Moravian church was the Mauritanian church. Okay? Do that make more sense? Like, and somebody say, oh, I'm Mauritanian. But you look at them like, it's like when I see somebody, the people who I see start claiming African, like the hybrids who I'm starting to see now, claiming African heritage is the South Africans. Like I talked to a pale-skinned European who said he was South African. No, you don't look like Nelson Mandela. You know what I'm saying? So when they would tell you that they're not Moravians. You know what I mean? The Moravian church was forethought out by John Huss, who was in exile, just like the Prophet Muhammad. And he was actually in Moravia. But the descendants of, or the founders of the Unitas Fortarium, see, they don't expect Negroes, black people to know that. They ain't know I was gonna kick that out on them. That's the original name of the Moravian church. That's what you call real scholarship, right? That's what you call real scholarship. So the Unitas Fortarium wasn't started by John Huss, because he had got burnt at the stake in like 1315. We talking 1300s, dog. So was he out here? Oh, come on. Was he out here? Was John Huss really out here? They don't expect me to know John Huss. They didn't teach me that in school, so they don't expect me to know that. You know what I mean? They're not teaching that in the schools. You got to go to the churches. The Moravian churches. Because we are the Moravians. If you go to Shalom, I can take you to Phillips Church, right there where they cut Main Street off, which is the old wagon road in its entirety. Old Salem, where Phillips Chapel is, in that area that's blocked off. Main Street that's blocked off was a part of the old wagon, what they call the Warrior's Path. Come on, Nasir, slow down, slow down, slow down. Because you'll fall running downhill like that. Trust me, I know my son. And it's going to show you literally Moors buried under St. Philip's Chapel. Moravians. And it said that when they came here, they didn't have wealth. Bruh, listen to me. I'm talking to you like, bruh, I'm escaping poverty myself. You know what I mean? So it's like, if somebody came to me and said, oh, it's a large tract here in Shalom, and you know what I mean? And then like looking at it from a savage principle, right? You know what I mean? Because I've been there. Somebody, when I was in 8th grade, somebody stole my bike. So I wanted to steal somebody else's bike. You know what I'm saying? So they had to create courthouses because that's commerce. And prisons. Look at there's so many herbs here. All of these are herbs. All of these are herbs. Yeah, herbs. Yeah, man. This is just, you know, I'm talking from. So I'm studying this. I'm doing this investigation. I'm doing this research. I've been doing it. You know what I mean? Like really since my mom was here. Because me and my mom did a North Carolina project. She helped me with my North Carolina project that I had to report or turn in, you know what I'm saying, to, well, I didn't have to turn it in. I just had to present it to my 4th grade class as an end of year project. And in exchange, they took us to the coast. But they didn't tell me about Sladeville. You know what I mean? Look at those. Look at that hawk. So is that Haru? Is that telling you this is Haru? Is that why they call it the Haru Amaketi? Do you see hawks and eagles flying around? You know what I'm saying? The Sphinx in Africa? That was man-made. But man ain't make this, did it? It didn't. And did you hear what that guy said on the goat farm? He was like, we don't go and get upset at the pharaohs in Egypt for slaving the Israelites to build a replica of this. Oh my God. Or did we do it out of honor? Huh? Did we slave in honor of our mothers? Man. So who we mad at that point? We got to be mad at ourselves. That's called dedication. You know what I mean? None of us are getting paid gold and silver. Nobody's getting a job and doing work and getting commissions in gold and silver. You know what I mean? So what we mad at? We need to be mad at the condition that we in now. Cause we lost. We running over to Africa. Meanwhile, we running over to Africa, doing research, and we give homage to everybody who did the research and work over in Africa, like Chancellor Williams, man. You know what I mean? Like, however, here in America, it's the destruction of black civilization. It's the destruction of Algonquin civilization. It's the destruction of the Saponi Indian civilization. It's the destruction of the Saratown Indian civilization. It's the destruction of the Saponi, of the Okanichi civilization. It's the destruction of the Sharakyu civilization. It's the destruction of the Anyanwea civilization. It's the destruction of the Carolinian civilization. Oh my God. It's about to rain. Don't forget about your mama. Don't call this your mama's, don't call Africa your mama's land if your mama was born right here in America, and her mama was born right here in America, and her mama's mama was born right here in America. And then you gonna come and say, "Oh, this my mama, the motherland, Africa," you know? Huh? Here it is. We got elders. My matriarch, our eldest matriarch, is sitting in Louisville right now. She's gonna be 90 years old. And she's the descendant of Lucy and William, who was born in 1886. And she's still living here to tell it. So I'm just saying, we have to research home. Research the county you from. What county did it break off from? Because I guarantee you it broke off from another county. So what was the county before the county? In Shalom, the old county was Stokes. And then the older county was Surrey. That's what he would, and if you go back and watch the video with the guy with the ghost, that's why I posted that for documentation purposes. You're gonna hear him say that the church had 4 different zip codes, and it never left this its location, or it never left the zip code, but it was in 4 different counties. I pick up on codes. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I do. I'm a keeper of the code. That's why the Moors call me Yusuf, because I can interpret codes and dreams and things. Come on, Nas. Come on, soldier. Come on, soldier. Come on, soldier. So yeah, man, like, stop giving the white man so much credit, because to be quite frank with you, they don't want it. They don't want it because it's not theirs. They're like, this is your, like, you know what I mean? This is yours. They say this land is your land. Our land is your land. You know, we just occupying the space. Thank you. But it was set up again, like Lord Granville, when he sold this estate, it literally told you that. Didn't I tell you in the open? I didn't even know what I was getting ready to read to you. I said I had to come back and read it because last time the park was getting ready to close. So, you know, Nasir, out the street, my son. So yeah, our video today has came to an end. You know what I mean? This is live from the top of Mount Ararat, this 14th this 16th day. Get out of the street. Get out of the street. My son is a wanderer. So I know dads can relate. You know what I mean? Moms can relate, man. Happy Mother's Day, Mama's Day. To all the mothers, every day is Mama Day. You know what I mean? It's not a day I don't honor my mama. So, all right, man. We got here before the storm, man. If y'all wanna donate, you can donate to cash tag. I don't have a cash tag right now that I can give you, but you can just buy our books. Go to nomoresuitsllc.com and just get any book that's available on our site. Truly, we got more coming. We have more coming. So, you know what I mean? That's how we just support us, by buying our books, subscribing to our channel, and doing this research, furthering this research. You follow what I'm saying? So we on the ground with it. We done showed y'all the Muddy Creek. We done showed y'all the Yakin. We done showed you the Monakas. We done showed you the Westlands of Tennessee. The Tennessee was named after the Tennessee tribe, or Tennessee was named after the Tennessee tribe. You know what I mean? So if you buy my books, you get the gold stamp by the Tennessee. You know what I mean? We got those in Atlanta, and you know what I mean, upon special request. Those books are a little bit more valuable, but you can go get it in Atlanta, you know, at the Madu bookstore. So we out of here, man. NoMoreSuitsLLC.com. You can go in the archives, Daryl Q. Slade. You see the video archives from Daryl Q. Slade. And you can go to No More Suits Pub Code on Instagram to follow us. Yeah, man. Thanks for watching, man. Peace, guys.
Peace, God.
Peace, guys.
Peace, God.
Say no more suits.
No more suits.
Yeah.